I want you to close your eyes and imagine your morning. You wake up, you get out of bed. If you're not a degenerate teenager like me, you make that bed. And at some point, you walk into the kitchen and you make yourself a nice cup of coffee. Now, open your eyes. If you are 50% of the world's population or 65% of Americans, that cup of coffee is part of your morning routine. It's delicious, and the caffeine gives you that perfect boost of energy to start your day. On average, Americans spend up to $2,000 a year on coffee, so the kind you buy is a big decision, and one you should be putting great thought into. Now, for a moment, let's think about some of the questions people ask when choosing that cup of coffee each morning. Standard queries involve hot or iced coffee, whether or not to add cream or sugar, maybe even some deliberation over the type of milk. However, what most often overlook is the actual brewing of the coffee. While the standard cup of coffee is brewed in hot water, I'm here to tell you why you should change your ways and switch to cold brew as your drink of choice. I once was an ordinary fellow content in my warm water steeping until I was informed of all the benefits I was simply passing up. First and foremost, the taste, the most obvious sign of whether my drink was made well or poorly. While I have no complaints about my normal coffee's taste, cold brew is unmatched when it comes to the tongue. The small added sweetness and slight bit less acidity allow for a much smoother flavor that I, for one, simply cannot get enough of. While I would usually scoff at the idea of drinking a coffee black, I now appreciate the delicate beauty of the flavors present in a cold brewed caffeinated delight. Now, if taste alone were the only thing pushing me towards the other side of the Starbucks menu, I would be far from swayed. However, cold brew comes with a plethora of other advantages as well. One of the most important of these benefits is that due to its more pure steeping process, cold brew coffee allows for a higher level of caffeine in the drink. This means that not only is the taste improved, but the utility of each beverage goes up as well. One might assume that with the addition of taste and added caffeine, it would be less healthy in some way, but they would be wrong. Cold brew coffee is less acidic than a normal cup of coffee, making it better for even those with the most disagreeable of stomachs. Must be bad for dieting though, right? Wrong once again. If dieting is your forte, then cold brew is also the choice for you because it is usually drunk without cream or sugar, shedding most of the calories that come with the average cup. Now I know what you're thinking. This all seems so awesome, so amazing, so cool, it must be super expensive, right? Well, wrong once again. Homemade cold brew coffee comes at no extra cost to a normal cup of coffee, and even at popular chains like the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and even Starbucks, cold brew coffee comes at a very modest rise in price. Not a coffee person? That's okay. Cold brew teas retain all of the benefits that cold brew coffee has, including that added caffeine for caffeinated teas. No matter what, cold brew is the option for you. It tastes better, it's healthier, it's got more caffeine, and all for almost no rise in price. The next time you're strolling through the aisles of your local grocery store or you're waiting in line at your local coffee shop, seeing what you want to buy, remember this and make the right choice. Now I'm going to finish this off by telling you all the reasons not to drink cold brew coffee. There are none. Have a nice day.